All right, we're back. A pretty high elo game here. Mostly challenger lobby. And this game, I felt like Milio was a pretty good pick. I ended up being last pick. Because my team kept letting me trade down. Um, but I guess we're against Xerath Thresh bot lane. I thought it was Smolder. Maybe it will be Smolder. Not sure. Um, the reason why I thought Milio was so good here is because the enemy team picked Lilia, and Milio loves playing against Lilia. It's so annoying for Lilia. Because if she ever decides to ult, I just ult her ult, and she's fairly useless. After that, while stay super useful in a fight, um, even after not having my ult anymore. Um, and I was gonna say, I saw my matchup. I thought it was Smolder Thresh. I was gonna say that that matchup is not particularly scary, and I was free to pick, for the comp and not really care about matchup, and so I landed on Milio. But apparently it might be Xerath bot lane, which is even, I don't know if I should say even less scary, because Smolder is pretty non-threatening. Um, but anyways, I don't think I showed my runes, but these are my runes. Airy, super good. Um, and obviously I like Revitalize. I don't mind taking Bone Plating if I do happen to get hit by a hook or whatever it is. Um, and very standard airy blue runes. Nothing too crazy. Is Xerath ball in? Gonna take E level 1. Nice. With my E, my trading, you might think it's like weird to see me walk up to Thresh and just trade autos with him, but I have 2 shields for me, and we're playing against a mage. I always talk about how playing with mages, you're just weaker early versus AD carries, generally. So here's no different. They're very spell dependent, and when their spells are on cooldown, very easy to walk up and cast our or get our auto attacks off on them. Now at this point with Thresh having hook, there's a little bit more to worry about. I will ward this. When you play against Lilia, almost always she's going to be full clearing. So I don't expect that ward to get a ton of use, but at the same time, there's almost no reason to not place it. Um, so I'll be pretty much just not stacking on Varus, shielding, um, whenever Xerath uses some ability, so that Varus doesn't get out. And we should be pretty solid. Maybe I can land some poke of my own. Not quite. Not quite. I do have to be a little bit careful. I don't want to myself casting Qs on minions and stuff. Because now it seemed like I had a ton of mana before, but now I gotta be careful. It looks like I'm running out a bit. Okay, my top is getting dove. Oh, I didn't see the ward. He's out of there. Alright, that's probably the last Q I'm gonna throw, because it keeps not working. Whoops. And right there I stacked on my Varus, which is bad by me. Trying to bait them here because our jungler is bot, but going pretty difficult. Okay, not too bad. We actually didn't. I don't think we even blew a single summoner from them. We just cleansed on Varus, and that was all the summoners used. There's nothing to really be afraid of here. This isn't a freezable situation, so we can just base, not really care. Very nice, very nice. I myself don't mind if the lane goes pretty uneventfully. I think we scale great. Obviously, the other team does have Smolder mid, so that's not a great scaling matchup for us, but we got a Cassante one trick on Cassante, so I'm not too... Oh boy. Staying at 1 HP, 1 mana. Well, we don't see Thresh bot lane, and my champ doesn't do roaming very well, so we gotta stay bot lane and try and pressure. Okay. We'll get dragon for now, that's fine. Me walking this way is definitely a choice. Not the safest choice. Even worth that. Just so we get vision on their raptors. Okay, we got that. Thresh hasn't showed. Okay, there he is. He was probably just hiding on purpose for a while. Or maybe he was roaming and somebody just played too safe and he couldn't get him. But either way, this game... I honestly forget whether or not you're supposed to go Helia first on Milio. I think you're supposed to go Echoes of Helia first. It's something I could easily look up, but since I'm doing this video for you guys, I'll just be guessing. It's either Echoes or Moonstone. And I forget whether Milio's a champ that abuses the interactions between those items or not. Luckily, the Xerath poke isn't very effective whenever I just shield it. So we're really having no trouble in this lane, honestly. Nice. Honestly, it's getting a little bit boring how uninteractive this lane is. I tried to shield him, but he just walked out of range of me there. Unlucky. Oh no. I took cannon? I didn't have a stack. Oh wow. I don't have mana or cooldowns for anything. And he's dead. And he's dead. I really don't understand why Varus took so long to ulti there. He should have just ultied, in my opinion, like the second somebody walked up to him. I should have canceled. Honestly, it might be better for my team that I didn't, but I would like to base. I really would love to base. It's kind of crazy that I ended up being out of mana there. I even went Fairy Charm early so that that didn't happen. I don't know. Either way, I will be probably building Milio into Moonstone. That sounds about right for this game. Varus back to lane, immediately low HP. I can barely just get that word for free because I see everybody, but it felt dangerous. I just don't understand why Varus is deciding to use his ulti and so, like so late. Because he should just sort of be throwing it out. Okay. Where I thought Thresh might be. Glad I got vision of him for my team. Maybe it's kind of just because our champions are so not all that strong together. Varus feels like even if he did ult, it wouldn't be all that great. I think is fair, honestly. I certainly don't think we would be killing anybody with a Varus ult, just poking them out. Walking towards my Jarvan, just because he's trying to walk into the enemy jungle. Maybe I can save my Cassandra here. Seems like I might have saved him. Thank God for the blast cone. I really didn't have to keep walking around there. It was definitely unnecessary. See what that buys for me. It's pretty great though that I saved him. And as you guys can see, that was the first time our ulti has interacted with Lilia. She ulted there, and it doesn't do anything, and then it's like, oh, well, her champ is just useless now. But the great part of the interaction is that her champ feels kind of useless without her ult, but my champ's like most irrelevant ability is my ult. Like I don't really care to use or lose Milio ults. It doesn't really matter to me as Milio. Okay, I'm gonna get that ward. I'm gonna get this ward. I'm gonna get this ward. Then I'm gonna base with my AD. Is keeping my vision on the map, keeping my tempo on the map as well is very important. Used all my wards, make sure to reset, refill my trinket, come back out onto the map with the person I want to play with, which is weird because all of my other teammates are actually strong. My Varus isn't weak, but he is 0-1. Like, nothing really crazy awesome has happened bot lane. But, oh no. He is still the guy that I'm going to be wanting. Generally. I can't believe that Cassante kills there and gets out for as long as he did. That's so stupid for Xerath to aim at me there. Okay, if my Jarvan wants to make a play bot side with Jax, then I will walk my way over as well. Right into it. Definitely some unfortunate pathing from Varus. Nice. Oh boy. Well, that's just unlucky. We definitely could have better decision making as a team. Definitely. Not our strongest area. I don't really care that I keep canceling my base right now because I'm waiting on my item anyways. So I'm gonna get my wards down. I finally have my item in base. The Xerath, unfortunately, is gonna be reasonably strong. The nice thing about our team comp is we have a lot of champs that can give trouble to Xerath. But the thing that makes me worry a little bit is Thresh. Thresh is pretty hard to deal with for our melees. So if the Thresh and Xerath play super well, it can be really annoying. That's messed up. I don't understand why we're afraid. I don't understand why we're afraid. We need help over here. That should have been so easy for us to walk in, me and Varus, because we saw Riven was just walking bot lane that whole time. So we were 4v3. But obviously I can't be the first one to walk in, because if I get CC'd, then that's awful. You know, it's just game over, man, if I get CC'd. But if Varus gets CC'd, it doesn't matter. I just save him. The enemy team, in order to gank Cassante, lost their whole top inhib. This is a crazy game. Like, really nothing has happened. But it's also kind of like, this is just what happens when you play Milio. Just nothing. Either nothing happens, or you play against, like, Nautilus and get, like, ran through. And you have a super unfun experience. Hey, bro. sorry, Zerath. I'm sorry. Ooh. Ooh. I wasn't exactly accounting for that to be the Cassante ult, but it's definitely something. I'm not blaming Cassante. Oh my good lord. Gareth died to something? Did he get like baited or something? He thought it was the last Zerath ult and then got Zerath ulted one more time? Really not sure what that was. Nice, I got the cannon. Let's go. I am quite heavily questioning what's going on. On a champ like Milio, you are very, very much at the mercy of your teammates and whatever it is they want to do. Oh no. My wards. No. That's so lame. I guess I should have anticipated them having just as many plants as I had. Could have taken that plant there. The funny thing about the interaction between Milio and Lilia is that when it's going well, nothing's happening. You see, Lilia went through that fight and didn't even ult. She knows that if she ults, it means nothing. And I can ulti there so that we can get an extra chase down kill. We probably would have killed Thresh anyways, but you guys get what I mean? This counter pick means that actually nothing happens, and it feels like you're not doing anything, but really I'm completely solo countering the enemy jungler. So, and it makes it feel like she can't play. I had nothing to do with if she got ahead or not early game or anything like that, but her game is totally unplayable because I exist, essentially. And if that means my game is boring, then so be it. Gotta get out of there. Sorry, buddy. Oh, there you are. Jack's just TP'd. And there's the sleep. Just preemptively healing my Jax, because why not? I have my ulti back up. We're enchantering. We're enchantering out here. We have a reasonable amount of time left on our Otacon buff, too. So, if we do die, like that, then it's not a big deal at all. That's got to be one of the worst new mechanics that Riot's added to the game. I can't I just can't imagine that that's gonna be a well-liked mechanic for very long. I think it's so stupid, this auto combo. It's so stupid. Just having no downside at all for dying. Only upside. Like, I could have literally straight up ran it down mid into the enemy nexus, or into the enemy fountain 1v5, and it wouldn't have even been bad, or that bad. No. He has no follow-up. We see his team in base. Well. I just gotta make sure I'm not the one, like, caught by a thresh hook or something. Something that's important to keep note of on Milio is his... Oh. Sante's going crazy on them. They can't play the game. Something to keep in mind on Milio is that if you Q through your teammates, it actually gives them your passive. And that is technically obvious, but it's also pretty easily overlooked, you know, something that people might not know if they don't read all the patch notes and everything. Yeah, there you go. There's an extremely exciting Milio game, but it's just that's just the way it goes. If you're looking for Milio gameplay, it looks like that most of the time. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Love the feedback. Always appreciate it. Yeah, I will see you guys next time.